Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilman Walker.
Here.
And Mayor Mullins.
Here.
Yep.
Y'all please stand. Councilman Ramos going to lead us in a word of prayer. Councilman.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day you provided for us today. We thank you for this time together here this evening. We thank you for our visitors with us this evening. Ask you to be with us in our meeting. Everything is said and done. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Council. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Margie.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, please. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. City's monthly financial statement. Councilman Sabo.
Make a motion to accept as presented for filing.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Spurlock. Any discussion on this one? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. Petitions, communications, and public hearings. Tonight, there are none. It'll be a swift meeting. Consideration of any bids. Councilman Sabo.
Yes, sir, we have two this evening. The first motion to accept is for the Park Place water line material. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was obtained from sealed quotes from the two local source suppliers in accordance with the provisions of the South Charleston Charter and ordinances, and after careful consideration is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Sitco Water for various water line materials, $156,882.31. All items are within the budget amounts for these purchases and will be paid from 2022 Series B taxable bonds proceeds.
Is that a motion, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Walker. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabo.
Yes.
Councilman Spurlock.
Yes.
Councilman DeFlippo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Marker. Yes. Councilman Strider.
Yes.
Councilman Lilly.
Yes.
Councilman Reimer.
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker.
Yes.
And Mayor Mullins.
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
Thank you, Margie. Anything else?
The second motion is for two new dump trucks for the Public Works Department. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following quote, which was obtained in accordance with the South Charleston City Charter and ordinances with consideration of the global supply chain crisis that a local dealer has in stock two trucks that meet the specifications of the Public Works Department, and after careful consideration is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid: Worldwide Equipment Quantity 2 of a 2023 Kenworth T280 dump truck, including snow package. Individual price $127,810.00 for a total of $255,870.00. All items are within the budget amounts for these purchases and will be paid for the fiscal year 2023 budgeted city funds and Public Works Department.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Reimer. Any discussion on this one? Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Sabo.
Yes.
Councilman Spurlock.
Yes.
Councilman DeFlippo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Marker. Yes. Councilman Strider.
Yes.
Councilman Lilly.
Yes.
Councilman Reimer.
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker.
Yes.
Mayor Mullins.
Yes.
That is unanimous.
Anything else, Councilman?
That's all this evening, sir.
Always amazing material. When I was out there, bought those for $40,000. Gosh.
There it is, getting more.
I know, it's crazy. Okay, so nothing else, Jamie?
That's it, thanks.
Okay, we're going to go straight then to department head reports. Chief, I know you have something, so let's see if anybody else does first, and we'll get to you in just a second. Anybody have anything? Gerald, we're done with spring cleanup, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How'd it go?
It went, Spring Hill was better than South Charleston, but it both went really good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Good.
We got our tournament.
Yes, sir.
Parade at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we're not going to adjourn anyway. Chief's got something. Yeah, you're right. We'll let him remind him. Parade's tomorrow at 12 o'clock, no, Saturday at 12 o'clock. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we got to do the testing up there, so we need to have a quorum. I hope we're going to have a quorum.
Yeah.
10 o'clock won't take very long. You guys know the routine.
Yep.
So I hope to see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow at the county clerk's. Yes, Gerald.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is the state girls softball tournament. They come in on Tuesday. We're going to have a party down at the community center, and then the games start Wednesday morning at 9:30.
Big event. Big event. Good deal. Yes, sir.
I just want to thank Coach Berge.
at the end of our street on the house street. There's a bush that grows like it's on steroids. It does it all so long, but it's going to cause an accident for somebody. But I call him, he takes care of it. So I just want to thank him.
Good deal.
For taking care and saving some people's lives.
The simple things, right?
Start
The
that.
Just throw
The
safety,
simple things in
just throw
life.
safety into it.
Anybody else? Anybody else see anything?
Mayor, the pool opens next weekend.
Pool opens next weekend. Okay.
Pool opens
Yeah,
next weekend?
yeah. Mine's already open.
Memorial.
I've had mine open for a while.
Yeah, you got a nice
I
heater.
got a nice heater, yeah. Of course, I ain't been able to use it.
Get you a heater or something.
Yeah.
Send your
We're just trying to keep that one running. We're just trying to keep that one running.
Okay, all right.
All right, anybody else? Chief, floor is yours.
Thank you. Tommy Gerald waters that tree intentionally. Hey, one thing I want to mention first before I get started, we kept getting calls, people complaining about that Taylor shoe store. And we finally, they would come over and say wouldn't give them their shoes, and it was rude to them. And we had to always send a policeman, and then Hannah's building started getting calls, and everybody started getting calls. And we ended up, he was way behind on every municipal fee, and along with his power bill and everything else. And he worked with me there near the end, and we took 2 pickup loads of shoes to the city garage. Gerald gave me a room out there, and I'm slowly in the process of returning them. What ones have tags on them. I've got over 1,000 pairs of shoes probably. So if somebody mentions it to you, you'll know a little bit about it, and you can tell them where we'll get to them, what shoes are marked. I've got like 150 pairs in my car. We've got people coming next week to get those.
Just shows the diversity of a job. They called me up, I said, Chief, go shut them down and get them shoes back for me, buddy. Yeah, so.
That's we posted things today on the city's Facebook page.
Not yet, but you're going to, I haven't read it yet, so I'm reading it.
Yeah, like David Alderman, Miss
Yeah.
Olet.
I'm gonna read it and give it the green light tomorrow.
So, okay, we'll tell you that. I gotta recognize 2 people that have gotten promoted a couple months back, and we've just been busy and couldn't get them in here. Lieutenant Bean retired in February, and that opened up 2 slots, and actually it opened up a lieutenant slot and a sergeant slot. And I always like promotions, and they're exciting for the department, and those are both leadership positions, and it is a civil service position. So they tested and everything, and I want to bring them up one at a time and talk a little bit about them. And they've got their families with them. They can introduce their families. Come on up, Lieutenant Cook.
If anybody wants to take pictures, feel free to stand up and make yourself at home. Take all the pictures you want. Watch, these guys are scattered, it's time to take pictures.
Everybody knows in 2007, when we took over, we were really short-staffed. And we hired some people in August of 2007, and a couple of them are still with us. And then right at the end of the year, December, we hired a group as well. And this gentleman was in that group, and he worked like everybody else. He worked patrol for a while, then he went to our detective bureau where he worked. He's like a bulldog. If you'd ever want somebody to solve your case, he's one of the top ones over there. He's done everything I've ever asked him to do. Well, about 6 months ago or so, he took over probably anything electronic in our building and in all of our cars and throughout the city in a lot of places. He's in charge of all of our body cameras, our in-car cameras, our computers in the cars, our computers in the station, our cameras at the station. He's also going around town, and we're putting up pole cameras at different high crime spots, and he's in charge of them. And I'd like to tell you more about how technical he is, but I'm so untechnical. We're like polar opposites up here. He has to help me set things on my cell phone sometimes. But he's phenomenal. He's a true asset. He's working out of the main office over there now, and he's always got something going on. And we wouldn't exist technically without Aaron Cook. Good man.
Technically wouldn't exist.
Lieutenant. Yeah. Who you got with you tonight?
So I got my wife and my 2 kids, got Karen, Charlie, and The one you can't see there, that's
Yeah, there
Calvin.
he is. He's talking.
You can hear him though.
It's their bedtime.
You can hear him, okay. Thank you, bud.
Congratulations.
So when Cook vacated his sergeant slot and moved up to lieutenant, that opened the sergeant slot, and I was very happy for the next gentleman on the list. Jeremy, can you come up? It's Sergeant Jeremy Thompson. I hired Jeremy in 2011. He'd been at another police department and wasn't sure what I was getting. I tell you, every time I ask him to do anything, he does it top notch, and he does it almost immediately. Probably 5 years ago is when we started the Secret Service.
2018.
We put him on a part-time assignment with the Secret Service in town, and it worked out fabulous for us. He went and got a lot of training that the Secret Service paid for us, and in turn, they didn't have room for the equipment, so we put him in a room over at City Hall. We got all kind of technical equipment. Jeremy is probably state renowned for downloading computers, downloading phones. He's went all over the country. He's testified in Wheeling, Morgantown, a lot of different places. You tell him a little bit about it, because I'll leave something out.
Well, I've been great as far as what I've got to do. They've let me go to training in Alabama with the Secret Service. I got to go out last year to the West Coast and help out on a case out there with the Secret Service. There was a huge case in Huntington that involved a Nigerian romance scam that I was the lead investigator on through the Secret Service. We were able to get 9 people convicted on that, all Nigerian and Ghanaian national folks. I've been able to help at the U.S. Attorney's Office with a infomercial about helping people understand what type of romance scams are. It's a YouTube video that just came out. I've got to do a lot of cool stuff from the city, and without Chief let me do this, it would never come to it. But it has been a very fun experience for me and a learning experience.
And he's done a lot here too. Don't think he hadn't. I guess we had a couple big scams at Target and Walmart with out-of-staters with credit cards, stolen credit cards, large amounts. And Jeremy, with his experience he'd gotten, was able to teach the guys in patrol, and we prosecuted a lot of people in those.
Yes, we did.
Things too.
Seven people. Well, we had 2 groups that were here within 2 weeks, and we prosecuted 9 people.
So he's going to go back to the road, but he's still going to work this position anytime he can, because he has so much training and such an asset. And we're probably the youngest on the road we've ever been. 15 of our guys have 5 years or less experience. I did like some studies the other day, figuring and everything, and he's going to be a true asset down there. He's, like I say, a team player. He's looking forward to that. Those guys are going to learn so much from what he can teach them and how he can supervise them. It's just a win-win. I can't tell you how much he's done for us, and I was really excited to see him get sergeant. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Who's got pictures? So I got my wife and my 3 daughters and my mom and dad.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
And he outdresses me every day. I come to City Hall, and he gets me every time. Biggest clothes in the house. Okay.
We asked your father now, since he would be wearing it.
We're giving a promotional exam that's scheduled for Tuesday, so we'll be promoting a bigger amount this time. We've added some more rank to help us with how youthful the department is, so we're going to be promoting 2 lieutenants, 2 sergeants, and 3 corporals. We'll probably get them all up here in about a month or so. They'll take a test Tuesday, we'll send it off, and we've already got all their seniority figured up and everything else, so we'll be back in here in probably mid-June, maybe late June. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate that. You guys can come back to your seats now. I'll wind us down with this last comment, and then we'll get out of here, because I want to say this. We had, obviously, something happen in our city that doesn't happen very often with our Kroger situation. We had the shooting down there, and You know, but I want to say this because we're honored, you know, what we're doing tonight, and I'd have said it anyway, no matter what, because our police department, chief says, well, we're young. Well, that must mean we're fast too, because I think it happened like at 11:02, and by 11:30, we had the person in custody, we had the scene under control, so less than a half hour.
Yeah, they were there.
They were there quick, so less than a half hour, we had that thing under control. Of course, fire department was down there as well, and so, you know, I have nothing but accolades for both our police and fire. They've done a wonderful job. And again, those things, the media comes to me, the first thing they want to ask me is, well, what are you going to say that make people think they're still safe in South Charleston? Look at our history. Don't judge us by one isolated incident. Look at our history. The history of South Charleston is we're a safe community. There's not a city, and there's not a road in the street I wouldn't walk down at midnight and feel okay about. But we do have a good department on both sides, and I just want to make sure that you guys know how much I appreciate you and what a wonderful job you're doing for the people of our community.
She did that shooting and immediately walked out of the store, and we arrested her on the Krispy Kreme.
Didn't make it off the property, basically.
We arrested her
Didn't
on
make it
the
off the
Krispy Kreme
property.
parking lot.
So, anyway, okay. Anything else? Anybody? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay.